What's up everybody, Carlos 1000 here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm reacting to the new, well, not really reacting, giving my thoughts more so on the new IWGP Heavyweight Championship. As you can tell by the thumbnail and title, the new unified IWGP Heavyweight Championship got unveiled today. Actually, while I was recording, as you see behind me, the Super 7 New Japan figures, so you can expect reviews of them to come this week. Once I get them edited and all, they'll be up sometime this week. Probably tomorrow will be the first one, and then every day unless there's another video I decide to make, so stay tuned for them. So yeah, the new IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, of course, Kota Ibushi unifying the IC title and the World Heavyweight the Heavyweight Championship. First off, I wasn't a big fan of the idea of unifying the belts at first. I still really aren't. I'm big fan of, I loved how the Intercontinental title and the World Heavyweight title were in New Japan. They were both kind of like two top titles, even though the IC was kind of a mid-card title. I know the IC title has main evented Wrestle Kingdom as well before. I think it was Tanahashi and Nakamura over Okada and Naito for the heavyweight belt. So yeah, both titles have a lot of history behind them. So it's sad to see them both go, but they're merged together now, starting a new lineage. And I'm kind of excited for the future of New Japan to see where things go with these new belt, or with the new belt, and with those old belts gone. But yeah, I will miss them. They were two of my favorite designed belts. So yeah, sad to see them go. But again, it opens up a very exciting future to see where New Japan goes. So yeah, as you can see probably from the thumbnail, you can see I'll probably have the new belt I'm looking at here. I don't mind it. I know a lot of people aren't fans of it. To me, I don't hate it. Is it as good as the old belts? No. But is it the worst belt in the world? No. Personally, I think it's better than all of WWE belts. Yeah, I kind of like the design. Yeah, it's not just like the WWE belts where it's just the WWE logo. There's actually a design to it, and I actually have if I can find it, I have a thing here that explains the design of the belt. So I'm gonna read it to you. So the thing that I've seen where New Japan explained the design of the World Heavyweight Championship, and this is what it says. The key tenets behind the design are reflecting the history of both IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championship, as well as taking flight in the world on the wings of fighting spirit. The history of 4 generations of IWGP Heavyweight Championship are acknowledged through the center plate. The upper part of the belt has a radial design which recalls the original circular IWGP Heavyweight design, while the upper profile of the belt carries a second generation IWGP crown motif. Or motif, however you say that word. On the plate itself, we see a pair of wings which represent those on the 3rd generation title belt, while the central line mark brings to mind that the 4th generation heavyweight belt. Meanwhile, the title side plates evoke the IWGP Intercontinental Championship design. Going into more detail on the center plate, we see the concept of flight into the world at large. The line mark on the upper center represents the sun above the earth below. Flames emanating from the sun are those of the fighting spirit, which is also represented by a sword piercing the world below from top to bottom. 5 gems around the central globe represent the continents, as well as New Japan Pro Wrestling's 5 decades of history. Each gem is set in a fang-like position, bringing to mind a lion gripping the world in its teeth, while wings emanating from the globe represent taking flight into the world. So now that we've kind of an explanation on design and what it stands for, I like it. I like how there's a history behind the design. It represents something. It's not just a design for the sake of a design. You have the history of the IWGP Championship with elements from all the previous versions of the belt. And you even have the IC title on the side plates represented, as well as kind of like the line mark, which is the New Japan logo. and you have like the wings, which are a signal of fighting spirit and all that. So I really like that. I really like that there's reasoning behind it. It tells a story. It's not just here's a design because it looks good. So yeah, I kind of like that. And as I said, I am interested to see where New Japan goes in this new direction. They have a new belt. Maybe it's kind of like they're bringing in a new era, not only with the new belt, but you have like Bushi at the top. Ospreay is going to be his new challenger. So you've new guys getting to the top as well. It's not just your Okadas, Naito's, Tanahashi's. So like you can expect them to still be around there. Maybe Tanahashi, he'll still be a main event player, but I see him like he has in the last couple of years, moving away from the main event scene and kind of focusing on helping get people to that new scene, like he is with the Never belt, like he did with the IC belt. So yeah, but you can still expect them guys to be in around the scene. But it does look like there is a new class of main eventers breaking through with Ospreay, with Ibushi, with Shingo Takagi. There's probably more you could add to that list. Like David Finlay had a great showing in the New Japan Cup. Juice Robinson could probably be thrown in there with Finlay. Zack Sabre Jr., Taichi, they could all break in as well. So it is interesting. New Japan seem to be kind of pushing in a new direction. So it is interesting to see where things go and how things play out with this new championship belt design, with this new belt. And yeah, and as I was saying, like, I don't mind the belt. It isn't as good as the old ones, but I don't hate it. And I especially like how the design has a story and reason behind it. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think of the new IWGP Heavyweight Championship belt. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Also follow me on Twitter. There's a link in the description. I keep forgetting to plug it in my videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.